In the heart of Tuscany, there is a place where time seems to slow down. Gentle hills, cypress trees tracing perfect lines, and villages suspended between the Middle Ages and the Renaissance. Since 2004, it has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it only takes one visit to understand why. Here, every curve reveals a new perspective, every village tells a story, and every sunset looks like a painting. This is the Val d'Orcia. And today we will take you on a journey to discover the most beautiful places in this extraordinary land. A journey through history, culture, and landscapes that nourish the soul. San Quirico d'Orcia, a village of Etruscan origin that captures the very essence of medieval Tuscany. Narrow cobblestone streets, limestone houses, and ancient walls. At its heart stands la Chiesa Collegiata di San Quirico, a fine example of Tuscan Romanesque architecture. But the soul of San Quirico reveals itself just beyond those stone walls, in a peaceful oasis known as the Orti Leonini. Created in 1575 by Diomede Leoni, these Renaissance gardens express beauty through perfect geometry. Neatly trimmed hedges, symmetrical paths, and at the center, the statue of Cosimo III dei Medici. What's truly remarkable is that the garden still preserves its original 16th century design. And perhaps the best part, it's completely free to visit. Beyond the village, San Quirico guards one of Tuscany's most iconic and spiritual landscapes, the cypress grove along the Via Cassia. Standing in perfect formation atop a gentle hill, these trees have become the living symbol of the Val d'Orcia. Their dark silhouettes rise against the golden fields like a natural cathedral. To stand here is to feel something deeper than beauty. It's a quiet connection to the soul of Tuscany itself. Rising gently between the rolling hills of the Val d'Orcia stands a small white stone chapel, the Madonna di Vitaleta. Isolated and silent, surrounded by golden fields and slender cypress trees, it has become one of the most iconic and spiritual places in all of Tuscany. According to legend, this was where the Virgin Mary appeared to a shepherdess, inspiring the construction of this chapel. It was originally built in the 15th century, then rebuilt in the 19th century after an earthquake, remaining faithful to its Renaissance spirit. Its power lies in its simplicity. No ornate decorations, no grand gestures, only stone, light, and silence. The Madonna di Vitaleta is a reminder of stillness and gratitude. Bagno Vignoni is a village that holds a secret at its very heart. Instead of a traditional square, here you find a steaming thermal pool 50 meters long right in the center of the town. The ancient Romans came here 2,000 years ago to bathe in these healing waters. Even Lorenzo the Magnificent came here to find relief. Today, bathing in the central pool is no longer allowed, yet the magic of this place remains untouched. There is a stillness that touches the soul, an atmosphere almost mystical. Everything here feels suspended. We now arrive at the very soul of the Val d'Orcia, its landscapes. The rolling hills and endless horizons that once inspired painters, Hollywood directors, and countless photographers. Landscapes like this one at Agriturismo Baccoleno, where the trees form a perfect rhythmic line leading the eye gently toward the horizon. Or the double row at Poggio, creating a natural corridor of absolute harmony and beauty. These are the very places where Ridley Scott filmed some of the most poetic scenes in Gladiator, where Maximus dreams of reuniting with his family. What makes these places special is not only their beauty, but the peace they radiate. They invite contemplation, allowing time itself to slow. And then the sunset. As the day fades, the light softens and the hills begin to glow. First amber, then rose, then violet. The cypress trees turn to silhouettes, and for a moment, everything stands still. And now we reach our final destination, Pienza, a Renaissance gem in the heart of Tuscany. Once called Corsignano, this quiet medieval village gave birth in 1405 to Enea Silvio Piccolomini. Later, he became Pope Pio II. Returning as Pope, he envisioned transforming his hometown into the first ideal city of the Renaissance, a place of harmony between nature, faith, and human reason. At the center lies Piazza Pio II, a masterpiece of balance where every line and angle was precisely calculated. The Cathedral of Santa Maria Assunta dominates one side of the square. Its facade represents the perfect harmony of Renaissance geometry. Surrounding the piazza stands Palazzo Piccolomini, the Pope's residence, Palazzo Borgia, now a museum, which includes a 15th century papal cope, and the Palazzo Comunale. Its tower is shorter than the cathedral's, symbolizing religious supremacy. At the center, the Pozzo dei Cani, a simple travertine well, bears the inscription Pope Pio II. In 1996, UNESCO recognized Pienza as a World Heritage Site, not only for its beauty, but because it embodies the very dream of the Renaissance. But Pienza is not just about monuments and history. It's also about taste, the authentic flavors of Tuscany. Here, one of Italy's finest pecorino cheeses is produced. In the small shops of the historic center, you can sample it exactly as it has been made for centuries. Then there are the pici, thick handmade pasta. And of course, the legendary Brunello, a wine that ages for years in oak barrels. You can taste the soul of the land in every bite and every sip. The Val d'Orcia is not just a place to visit, it's an experience to be lived slowly. A meeting of history, landscape, and soul. Every village, every road, every sunset has a story to tell. And perhaps that's the true secret of its beauty. Here, you don't travel to see, you travel to feel. Which of these places inspired you the most? Share it in the comments below and follow us for more cultural journeys around the world.